What is up, my little legends? Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I never showed this last time, but we actually have our own little virtual desktop, which is really cool. Anyways, you click on that, brings you right to the game. After this kind of episode, I can go through and show you some of the stuff that's kind of in there. It's pretty cool. Kind of checked it out. It's just like pictures and stuff. But that's not what we're here for right now. We are here for more of Doki Doki. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Oh, I'm supposed to be doing their voices. Which one's Yuri? Oh yeah. Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? Oh, eh? No, wait, eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jen did too. So, based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Yeah, and Jen liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new members, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jen appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how did he appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jen started showing up. Oh no. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This done in a vacuum! At the same time. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Jen, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jen. Well, wait! There's a reason I've been so deep in expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jen? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know everything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh no, we have to pick someone. Should we get Sayori to help? I don't know, because I feel like... let's get Sayori in this. Natsuki, Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Jen! Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Uh-oh, I think we made this worse. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give me... Oh no, I missed it. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. Oh, I think I'm doing the wrong voice. So, why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and nothing's wrong with that. And Yuri's things are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh no. Sayori. That's me. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Alright, so it all worked out in the end anyways. I think it's fine. Yuri rushes off. I mean, I think they're a little upset, but you know what? Sayori stood up for herself, and I like that. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Haha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. So it kind of seems like all the other girls, like, I don't know, I'm kind of basing this like as if it's a dating simulator. I feel like Monica would be like, well, she's going to be like the toughest one to impress, definitely. But I feel like she's kind of like, you know, the goal almost. That sounds weird. Oh my goodness. But like, I feel like she's the one who, like, we would get the best ending impressing her. And then the others are kind of just like the easier ones to get, like to like you, right? Because when we're doing the poems. But anyways, enough of that. Back to it. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Jen, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Jen! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Aww. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Jen, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh boy. Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Our guy has ulterior motives in this literature club. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, poem time, yeah. Alright, let's get into this. So, should we choose one of the girls? Let's, you know, I like Sayori the best. I like Yuri. Natsuki, I'm sorry, she's not my fave. She's not my waifu. I'm gonna go for Sayori, I think. My internal instincts of like what words I like always seem to point to Yuri, but I think I want to try to impress Sayori. So, what would she like? Treasure? Nice. Smile. Excitement. Yeah, we're getting this. Vanilla. Oh, I should have known. Vanilla. Dance. Nice. Amazing. Warm? Doki Doki. Oh, I guess that's probably like cute. Is what that means, I think. Maybe. Friends? Nice, nice. Oh, I feel like we're making Yuri sad. Should we pick one for Yuri so that heaven sent? She still looks sad. So, childhood. Romance, I feel like would be Yuri. Sweet, puppy, marshmallow, hope? Nice. Beauty? Dream? Oh, no, that's her. I don't know. Waterfall? That's her, 'cause it's cutesy, I guess. Passion? Nice. Shiny. Oh, no, shiny's cutesy. Giggle? See, love? Nice. Joy? Yeah, alright. We got this. It was basically all Sayori. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jen! Yo Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Our protagonist sucks! Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Did this change? No thanks, but we made her a poem. I was gonna say, is this changing because we made it like a Sayori poem, so now she's like inviting us to go do stuff? I would go get a snack with you, Sayori. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. We have our eyes on... we friend-zoned Sayori. No. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh. Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori's trying to get her a snack. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair! How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is always in her book.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Jen to let me borrow some money.
That's...
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Ooh, revolution.
Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I just had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Someone's hurting her.
Kya! Ow! What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle?
Oh wait, am I doing the wrong voice?
It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I forgot all the voices I was giving them. They're all mixing together. Okay.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcake. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Oof. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate.
Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. The drama.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
No, it's full. Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me. Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Oh, so, well, all the girls obviously are like, probably gonna like us. But, yeah, seems like Monica, maybe she's not so difficult to achieve than I thought. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell. Oh, you would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jen. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Let's be honest, doesn't take long to eat a cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Jen! Oh, Jen! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Well, we'll probably reject her again. Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna get some posters and stuff. So I need some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Jen to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Oh. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Jen? Yep, let's go. I wonder if we didn't choose Sayori, would we have went with Monica? Ooh. Sayori and I exit the club room. I'm guessing the story changes. I don't know. I'm just assuming. Like, doing the poem has to mean something. So, it must change the story. I don't know. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Oh, thought I saw something spooky. Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Jen, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of poems like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckon to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from the clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once preposterous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. I'm starting to think that Sayori is like the darker words we've been seeing. Heh. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. She is. She likes the dark words. Because she's usually like super cutesy. But then her poetry seems darker. And then, yeah, Natsuki is just cutesy. And Yuri is very like, I don't know, profound and likes the more elegant words, yes. And then Monica is a wild card. I don't know.
Don't say it like that. It's embarrassing. But I guess it does mean I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm super excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, Jen, the classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, hey? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more, so going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls out a box of crayons off the shelf. Okay, so it's kind of funny, like, anytime, like, I play a video game and you always get to choose, like, who you want to romance or whatever. Normally, it's never these type of people. I don't know why, but, like, the girl next door, cutesy, been friends forever, like, trope. I don't love that trope. I'm definitely more of, like, I usually like the artsy one. So I guess in this case, that would be maybe Yuri. So, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. But I don't know, I just feel so bad that we're like constantly always mean to Sayori. So I'm just like, I don't know, I'm going for her, but whatever.
They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped one by accident.
Smack.
Yeah!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
My forehead. My forehead!
Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Oh my goodness. Who sits in that uncomfortable position? Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Sayori, you're gonna have knee problems in the future if you sit like that. Just saying. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Jen!
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes silly jokes. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Ooh. Poor Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out of the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Sayori, stop sitting like that. She has one paw. Oh, we're having a cute moment. Okay, I'll be serious. And I'll read this nicely. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they would already be in the wrong spot before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, baka. Oh god, that was so cringy. Oh my gosh. Alright, don't click out of the video. I'll stop being cringe, I promise. It's for your oh, yeah. Should I reread that?
Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Jen, this kind of reminds me of you growing up, doesn't it?
Huh? What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get hurt myself. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I always so focused on my games, I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Jen, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that.
And I really don't think this kind of thing all the time.
I guess when it comes to it, you just feel natural. It just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Yeah, you take for granted that they're nice people and you shouldn't be mean to them.
Really? Maybe you're right. Jen, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you really think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up in college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you're ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should get back. I don't want to make Monica worry, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
I ruined such a cute moment with such an annoying voice. Whatever. This is my playthrough. I'll be annoying if I want to. And cringe. Sayori hops to her feet.
Aha!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Well, I hope it...
Oh, well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyways, okay, if we didn't explain that, it would have looked extremely suspicious. Like, we go off with her and she ends up with a huge bruise on her forehead. Like, come on. We needed to explain the situation. Whatever. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
I have it right here. Eh?
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff!
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Jen. Well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? All right, second phase of poem sharing. I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Let's just go down the line again. Like, I don't know, that's what we did the first time and it worked for us, so Sayori first.
Jen, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
Well, I made it for you, Sayori. I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way. Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. Why I don't like idiot. It's so mean. I'd be so mad if a guy was like doing that to me. Like, I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own life? But but you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Oh,
like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to... You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey! I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Jen!
You know what, Sayori? You can do a lot better than us. You deserve someone who doesn't call you an idiot.
Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Oh, huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Aw, Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap.
I broke my pencil.
Sayori suddenly bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
So sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine rubbing all together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, covering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically put all of them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tiles between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That was kind of dark. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Yeah, Sayori's like the best poet in everyone. And that's including you, Yuri. You kind of think that you're like all, you know, good. But look at Sayori's stuff. Everyone's overlooking her.
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot.
Oopsie doopsie, it's a new day. I had to take a little break because it is a holiday here in my country. So anyways, let's just keep going.
And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a bad habit, or no, just a habit. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Yeah, let's not doubt her. She is a strong, independent woman. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki, Yuri, let's just go down the line again. Natsuki it is.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Huh?
Phew?
What? Well, this isn't a train wreck. I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Oh, so our poem did totally change because it was obviously very targeted at Sayori and the other characters comment on it. That is so cool. It'd be so interesting to see then, like, in other playthroughs, if I made, like, a Natsuki poem, like, how everyone would respond. You could totally replay this game so much, I think.
Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a deadweight.
Oh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Interesting. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... Oh, what? That was a self-reflection poem. So, is she the spider lover in that scenario? And I was thinking the other way around. I was thinking that she was judging people, but maybe she's being judged. Natsuki's deeper than I thought. It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Maybe her manga collection? That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri.
It's my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Jen. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps?
Okay, I was like, I don't remember picking too many. Well, I picked a few Natsuki words, I think. I don't remember. Well, I guess you could say that.
I thought so. I'm happy for you.
Oh, she's jelly.
You don't need to find inspirations in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything.
Yuri? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job.
I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught off by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, my urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. That was interesting.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Very metaphorical. I don't get it. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. You and me both, Jen.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Yeah, her her poems are very metaphorical. I don't know. I don't know what they mean. I'm sure it would make a lot more sense if we were kind of going down the Yuri route of like choosing her for poems. I'm guessing then we would kind of have more insight as to like, I don't know, her personality and stuff. Same with Natsuki, because Natsuki seemed like she got weird about her poem as well. So obviously all these poems relate to the girls.
I think it's something that different people can relate to on their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. In those sort of things, I'm usually forced to keep to myself. If I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. Huh, I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. That's interesting. Aw, they're gonna become besties.
To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my job for judging it, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi again, Jen. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share your poem you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. Oh, you two are a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? We're making Monica sad. No, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, all right. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. All right, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop, violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Ha! Okay, I'm waiting for because obviously this game said it was like a psychological horror game. So I'm waiting for something just insane to happen. And I'm thinking it's gonna be with Monica. Interesting. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, Not even a poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh my gosh! Alright, save. Whoa, that was like very apparent. Okay. I had a feeling Monica was breaking the third wall. Oh my gosh, can't even talk. I had a feeling Monica was breaking the third wall a little bit. But that was obviously very much targeted towards me, not the player, to the player, not the character. Interesting. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Monica, I clued on to what you were saying way before you. So our actions obviously, I know, our actions are meaning something, like through the poems, I mean. Do you think it matters which girl we share our poem with first? Probably. I could imagine it does. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ooh, okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have some extra planned today, so if everyone could just sit at the front of the room. Ooh, extras. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Oh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we are also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, okay? You know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's the reason why we all are in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. What? Alright, I can't read. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're really the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off so everyone can feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next? Oh. Can I go next?
Oh, I don't know whose voice that was. Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica!
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances around at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she was practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. Her poem is full of twists and turns as the structure that insinuates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as she's bewildered even herself.
Hi!
It's up to me to save this situation. I am the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thanks to you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori, it's a lot harder.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it comes out the best way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into something than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Jen liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with this kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where their sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Huh. Don't make me go before Jen. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways.
Might as well let Jen lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
Natsuki,
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else is. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Huh. Anyways, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put it on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's surprising, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Geez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this in this. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll just finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find some enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go?
Oh. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two,
Always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Jen. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, a choice! Ah! You know what? Sayori, I'm committing to you. I would walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But, she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. Yeah, exactly. We're like neighbors and best friends. We have to walk home together.
You're so silly, Jen. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so...
Sayori, I've already made my mind up. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird saying things for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Ooh, so, oh, well, now I'll keep going. Yeah, I may as well. All right, I wanted to end off where like every episode was like a poem, but I'm already in here. We're just gonna do it. Why is... Oh, okay. I was like, does that mean something? Like, Sayori's like hiding behind Natsuki a lot. But yeah, anyways, Sayori poem. We're doing this. What would be... Whisper? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. I think Sayori likes dark words. She does. So tragedy. Contamination? Ah, that was Yuri. I'm getting confused by them now. Embrace. Oh. You know, I had a feeling that Sayori is overcompensating with her happiness. Oh, I thought so. Peace? Oh. We're getting a bit Natsuki in here. Analysis? Oh no, this is gonna be such a all over the place poem. Pout? Oh no. Okay, frightening. This is not working out how I wanted to at all. Incapable? Shame. There we go. Crimson? Maybe I should read them a little bit better. Misery. Agonizing. Oh no! Whatever. I guess. We're just going with it. Oh, this is what Monica meant by saving and reloading. Ha, interesting. Or was that a hint to the Yuri walking home with thing? Unstable. Disoriented. Infinite. Insight. Uncanny. Oh, it's just all Yuri. You know, I mean, I understand like what Monica was saying. Like, if we want to choose a specific route, I'm guessing, then saving and reloading would be like the best way to go. But I kind of just want to go for this. I don't want to like keep going back and like trying to like fix things, you know? I just want to see what I get. And that is what I'm gonna do. Whistle. Oh, that was very much that girl. Natsuki. Oh man, oh, we're at school already? I'm the last one here again. Don't worry about it. I just walked in too. Were you practicing were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Were you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's like a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
Didn't say it. Oh, doing the wrong voices now. Must be getting tired. I'll probably end soon here. Okay. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean, you of all people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, cause I mean, obviously this is very Japanese. Yeah, that makes no sense in translation. So she knows we're English. Interesting. And the joke doesn't make sense in English. Huh? Never mind. Monica knows something, I think. Let's just focus on our own events for now, okay?
Fine, fine.
Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me. Where's Sayori anyways?
Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything all right? Did we mess up because we accidentally didn't make a Sayori poem? No.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're
a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright, if you say so. I weirdly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Jen, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Jen. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really is like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try to talk to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Whoa, person of interest? What do you mean by that? Boy, I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Jen. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club, so she is upset that we didn't make the poem for her. No. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Jen. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ooh. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do now anyways? Or what do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get my words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks over to the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk with her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear it from her. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now, it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Okay, I think that is a really good place to stop. I don't want to get too far ahead. I wanted to do like each poem sharing time in each episode, so I'm definitely going to stop right here. We are going to save, and you know what? I did promise that I would show you guys, let's just save again because I have trust issues. There we go. I did say I would show you guys this area. So yeah, it is starting the game, and then we have side stories. I don't know what this means, so let's just read it. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. Oh, to get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. Oh. Okay, so this is a Monica and Sayori one. And this is a Sayori and Yuri one. Oh, there's no Natsuki ones in here. So we started... Begin this side story. No, what does that mean? Oh, interesting. Maybe, well, we could do that later. I don't want to like do something that'll interfere with the main game. So we'll check that out at a different time. Files. Characters, game, internal. Okay, so this is just like regular files. Huh. Game. Oh, there's our saves. Poems. Oh, we can go back and see all the poems. Internal. Okay, I don't know. Mail. Ooh, we can receive mail. Well, anyways, that is it for this kind of like little behind the scenes thing. If you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe, become a little legend today, and I will see you in the next part of Doki Doki Literature Club. All right, peace.